Today, join me for a trip to the Osaka area where we'll be visiting one of the best brew pubs in Japan, the Minoh Beer Warehouse. We're currently in Mie, riding on a Kintetsu Express train heading west for Osaka. Since we have some time now, I'd like to tell you a little about the history of the brewery we'll be visiting today. Minoh Beer was started by a liquor store owner named Masaji Oshita. He loved beer, but was unhappy about the lack of variety of domestically brewed beer at the time, especially compared with other countries where the microbrew scene was taking off. Japan had its four big brewing companies, Kirin, Asahi, Sapporo, and Suntory, who basically all brewed varieties of traditional German or Czech lagers. Laws at the time restricted brewing to those with a massive budget and production scale. But then, brewing laws were liberalized in 1994, allowing smaller players to enter the game. Oshita-san did just this in 1996 and opened his brewery in Mino, a northern suburb of Osaka. He assigned his eldest daughter, Kaori, to be in charge of brewing operations, while he himself focused on sales and promotion. Like her father, Kaori Oshita loved beer, but didn't actually have any brewing experience, so she just kind of had to learn as she went along. But over time, she became an accomplished brewer due to her own dedication, as well as support from others in the brewing community, such as the fermentation experts at Isekaria here in Mie Prefecture. And by 2009, Minoh had won its first gold medal at an international competition. Apparently, Masaji was so proud of his daughter that he flew out to London with her to watch her receive the award in person. As Minoh beer increased in popularity and expanded their production, Kaori's two younger sisters have also joined the company. Since then, Minoh beer has continued to up their game and has also opened a new taproom, where we're headed today. Well, enjoy the rest of the train ride. We'll be in Osaka before you know it. Osaka Station. Now we transfer to the Hankyu line and take the train north to Mino. Well, technically that's from Osaka Umeda Station, but it's just a short walk. This way. I really love this city. So much chaos and energy. I would love to hang out here for a bit before we head north. But we're on a bit of a tight schedule today, so on we go. 30 minutes north of Osaka's urban jungle lies the green mountain oasis of Mino. This is a great place for a long walk, or a hike, or just to spend some time relaxing in nature. The waterfall is the area's most famous feature, but it's also known for the beauty of its autumn leaves, the tranquility of its temple and surrounding area, and its monkeys. Maybe I'll just stick to the beer today. Let's head in. So this is it. There's an upstairs too, but I think I'll stay downstairs near the bar. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm ready to drink some beer. That's really delicious. A full-bodied, bitter, slightly sweet W-IPA. I drank that faster than I should have, especially on a mostly empty stomach. Speaking of which, I'm going to get something to eat too. They have a set, so I can get spicy curry and pale ale or something for not too much more than a beer would cost. I'm in. Well, this is the Minoh Pale Ale, which I have had before, and I probably would have tried something different and new, but I wanted to get the set. I could wait for that curry to come, but I'm gonna get into this right now. Well, that was good timing. I think that's beef curry. And some potato salad, cabbage, and a half pint pale ale. All for the reasonable price of 1,100 yen. Itadakimasu. That's some good spicy beef curry. Yeah. And some pale ale to wash it down. The best 1,100 yen I've ever spent. Well, that was actually quite a spicy beef curry. Yeah, surprisingly spicy. That is to say that this pale ale, which initially tasted a little bit anemic after the more punchy W-IPA I had first, probably starting with one of the strongest beers wasn't the best strategy. But this little guy was delicious after a spicy curry. And I'm just gonna finish it off. So I think I'm gonna have to go for one more. And this time, it's always the dilemma, right? Do I go with something that I've had before and I know is really good? Or do I try something new? Considering I can only come here like once a year if I'm lucky, what's the logic here? Does that mean I should be getting something that I know is good? Or does that mean I should be being adventurous because, hey, this is my one chance this year to come to Mino? I guess I'm just gonna walk up to the bar and order the first thing that catches my eye, and we'll see and you'll see who I really am at heart. Am I a progressive or a conservative? 最後ですwent for the stout. You can read into that if you want to, but getting some really nice coffee notes from this. Roasted malts, coffee, sweet, biscuity. Yeah, it's all here. The Minoh Stout. Oh, it's creamy and smooth, this one. Heavy and full-bodied enough to be a good finishing beer, but not so heavy as to be hard to drink after a plate of spicy beef curry. Good choice. Well, I'm going to stop talking now and enjoy the rest of my final beer for the day. Oh, thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next video. If you are planning a visit and want some advice on what to drink while you're here, their two award-winning beers are the IPA and, of course, the Stout. But even with just these two styles, there's a lot of seasonal variation using different kinds of local or seasonal ingredients. And one more thing, if you are in Osaka but don't have time to come all the way up here to Mino, don't worry, they actually have a couple of brew pubs right in the city, so you can enjoy a pint of Minoh beer without going too much out of your way. I'll include more info in the video description. Yeah, so in my next video, I'll finally have a cool glass to show off whatever beer I'm reviewing or drinking. More likely just drinking. Once again, thanks for joining me today. If you enjoyed this content, let me know. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more. See you in the next video.
Osaka です。2番乗り場到着の電車、普通電動自由機